Once you have your League Starter build rolling, you start looking for more challenging but more rewarding currency farms. In that case, I might just have what you're looking for. I've been doing this farm at every single League start and it never disappoints. It is all about Shaper Guardians and the associated Maven invitation, the Formed. Once your character can deal with these guys, you have a gold mine open in front of you. Let's go over the pros and cons for why you should or shouldn't go for this strat. The pros. Consistent farm, not reliant on big drops even though they exist. Brain off. If you're familiar with the bosses, which doesn't take much effort, you can just run these maps without the threat of you messing up anything. Al can go friendly, so much so that you can run these maps of white if you want to go safe and still make pretty much the same currency. And large returns on your initial investment. And this is where the cons come in, because yes, this farm requires some investment. If you don't have the maps or the invitations, you will need to buy those, but it's really easy to sell from those once you get some Atlas points. If you cannot complete your maps or invitations, you're looking at a large chunk of the profit missing. Make sure you know your bosses and your character can handle them. And this might be a boring farm since you are running the same 4 maps, and once you add Shaper to the mix for maximum profit, you will do a lot of walking without meaningful combat. Now let's take a look at the Atlas passive tree for the actual strategy. The main idea behind your Atlas passive is that we are going to Maven witness all 4 Shaper Guardians. With the newly added Destructive Play keystone, 1 to 3 random map bosses will be summoned to make the fights harder. With all the map related nodes we take, these bosses will give us a ton of extra Guardian and Synthesis maps, and the Guardians have an increased chance to drop an invitation, so you don't have to buy any extras. I've done 12 sets in this league so far and only needed to buy 4 invitations, and the rest were self-farmed. And I still have 3 left for future runs. So with bigger sample sizes, it can totally be self-sustained. And in case you get the wrong Guardian map, you can just use an Orb of Horizon to roll between the 4. The bare bones version of the Atlas tree only requires 42 points, where we are only focusing on picking up Destructive Play and the extra map drop notes. But with this playstyle you can go with the way I went and add Essence and Expedition to the mix for some near guaranteed profit on the maps for 0 extra investment. In this case, you'll block every other league mechanic, pick up Stream of Consciousness and every related Expedition and Essence node to make the best of these additions. You can also ignore these and go for crazy on map drops and pick up every single map duplication small node there is. This will net you a 17.5% chance to duplicate maps, which will help a lot with sustaining your Shaper maps and making extra profit with the other Elder or Cyrus maps. And now a little breakdown of what you can expect from this strat. After your 4 Guardian maps and invitation, you are guaranteed at least 4 Shaper Fragments, which almost bring back the 4 map costs. You're also gaining 4 to 5 Maven Splinters, which, depending on the economy, can be 30 to 40% profit compared to the price of the invitation. The Guardians here also can drop not only additional Guardian maps, but Awaken gems as well. If you decide to do a Shaper run too, you're looking at an extra 20-30 extra chaos guaranteed, plus the possible Shaper drops. For example, the Dying Sun this league seems to be worth more than an Uber Elder fragment actually. And I didn't even talk about the time you'll find up to 8 Guardian maps per run from the extra bosses. So as closing, I would definitely say once you have some currency to start this strategy, which shouldn't be more than 200 to 300 chaos, I'd jump right into it. As I've said, I've been doing this farm at all the past league starts. With the addition of Destructive Play, it has been made a lot more rewarding. Well, that was my favorite league starting strategy. I hope you enjoyed this. In case you have any questions, just make sure you leave it down in the comment section and let me know what you think of these type of videos where I'm just doing a voiceover commentary or some pre-recorded and validated footage. Until the next video guys, see you later, bye!